Hello friends, Sam Graham doing TCGs yet again, doing something kind of random, kind of fun. Probably a terrible life choice, bad idea, but I wanted to open something, and I wanted to open something a little different. So I went and looked, and I was like, I've got a couple boxes of Throne of Eldraine that I've never opened any Throne of Eldraine. So I was like, you know what? It might be a terrible life choice, but it's something I've never done. So here we are, cracking that plastic, and let's open the box. Let's see what we got. Could be fun, could be terrible, but at the very least, it'll be something I haven't seen. Y'all are gonna have to help me with this one. I don't know if there's anything outside of like the rare slots and whatever that are good. So I really don't know at all what I'm looking for. Ardenvale Tactician. I've heard Ardenvale. I know that name. Why do I know that name? It's a Skullknocker Ogre. Sir Farron the Hengehammer. That's actually kinda cool. Burning Yard Trainer. There is a Lockmere Serpent. Is our first rare. And land and token. So that's not a mythic. It could be good. I kind of doubt it, but it could be. I just don't know. Ardenvale Paladin. See, okay, that looks awesome. I'm actually gonna have to kind of flip through some. Garenbrig Paladin. Nice. I'm going to have to dig through some of this stuff. There's going to be... Okay. I've seen these. So that's fun. That alternate frame. Storybook frame, is that what they called it? That can have its own slot. Oh! That is a card I know. First mythic, and right off the bat, it is a good one. We got a Great Henge. I am familiar with this card, having recently gotten Scorching Dragonfire. That's awesome. Gotten a renamed reprint in the Lord of the Rings product. Shifting my camera a smidge there. Castle Vantress. Well, that's already exciting. I'm not mad at that. 7 dwarves. Can have up to 7 cards named 7 dwarves. That's fun. Fireborn Knight. That's actually kind of suitable. Okay, the art on this, the Okay. So give me a second. It's a Savvy Hunter is our foil, but we got Garruk Cursed Huntsman. I kind of feel like that's not very good, because that's not a version of him I'm familiar with, but hey, mythic number 2. What I was saying though, all this storybook fantasy stuff, these knights, all that, this looks very much in my Fairy Guide Mother. That's cute. The Jack and the Beanstalk kind of goofiness. This seems very much Inspiring Veteran looks awesome. This all looks very much in my wheelhouse. Witch's Vengeance. This is what's fun about opening a set I've never opened before, is who knows. Like, I'm gonna find all kinds of cards I didn't even know existed that I can put into my commander deck pile. I see another foil. Ooh, Castle Ardenvale. I actually know that card. think I played it on Messbin Arena, I guess. That's nice. Rally for the Throne. So at least a couple cards. So I guess I've seen some of these just because of like Arena and whatnot. I've bought some collections here and there and sorted through all those cards. So some of these I've probably seen. Flipping through all that too. Another foil. Fires of Invention. Ooh, Scorching Dragonfire in foil looks awesome. I like that. That Great Henge is fun though. We're starting into the new year, aren't we? Lots of interesting stuff going on. Foil mountain and a regular mountain. On an adventure. The Alpha Investments Rudy stuff of late has kind of been an interesting saga. That Circara the Bold. I like that one. That's going in the commander pile for sure. Or just the I want to keep it pile. Venerable Knight. Acclaimed contender. Really, especially with some of the big indie TCGs, as it were, the thoughts and opinions you had on those, particularly thinking toward ooh, I've seen this card too. That's cool. Some of these, I guess, maybe I saw. I feel like, was that in Commander Legends? I feel like she was in Commander Legends. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Anyway, the Rudy stuff, talking, Flesh and Blood, MetaZoo in particular, were the two big that Spyglass were the two big ones that kind of got taken through the ringer in his, I think, depressing video, I guess it was called. So that was an interesting thing. It'll be very interesting to see how things shake. Giant Killer. Guess that's supposed to be Jack and the Beanstalk. It'll be curious to see how all of that shakes out with those companies. That's kind of a wild situation right there. So we'll see how all that works out. Once Upon a Time. That's a cool looking card. I really like the art in this set, actually. The more I'm seeing of it, like the Ardenvale Paladins, that Once Upon a Time card is gorgeous. There's a lot of really good looking cards in here that I'm really enjoying. I like that. Fell the Pheasant even. A goofy card. That Paladin. Any of these Paladins, these knights and stuff, they appeal to me. Innkeeper. Ooh, another nifty storybook looking. Tell you what I did. See, storybook was supposed to be there. I put the rares there. I'm so silly. Folio of Fancies. That's a cute name. I want the storybook cards up there. I was trying to make way for like rare foils or mythic foils, but nah, heck with that. Oh, that's cool. Come on, focus. Focus. That's a cool piece of art. Return to Nature. Giant Opportunity. See, it's them Banes from Jack and the Beanstalk. Wildborn Preserver. So yeah, lots of both games, their companies, and their fan bases. It's going to be interesting to see how all that shakes out over the next little bit. That's really cool looking. Embereth's Shieldbreaker. Block Dragon. Frogify. I know I've seen that card. Just there's a lot. There's a lot to take in. I'm a fuzzy fellow, I apologize. Tall as a beanstalk again. Flaxen Intruder. That kid's a berserker, they're telling me. Fervent Champion. Tell you what, sure haven't opened a Mythic in a while. That said, the first one I opened was Great Henge. I opened, you know, I guess I can't really complain too much. Foulmire Knight. Fae of Wishes. I've heard people say that this was a really good set, and a lot of people liked it. Especially thinking like art and stuff like that. But it really is impressive. I actually like it quite a bit. How about that? Robber of the Rich. That's a funny piece of art. I like that. Kind of reminds me of Azalea from Fad. A little bit, kind of. Alright, so we found us another mythic there. Ooh, and another one right behind it. Outlaws Merriment. What do we do? Upkeep, choose one at random, create a red and white creature token with these characteristics. Okay, so you roll the dice, essentially, for one of those. That's fun. It's fun. Not the coolest thing in the world, but not bad. Witch's Cottage, that looks nice. Oakham Ranger. Midnight Clock. So this is fun. Why didn't people tell me to open this sooner? Because you didn't know I had a couple boxes of it sitting back there. Fair answer. Fair answer. I'll allow it. Sorry. Realized I had uncommons in the wrong stack. Feasting Troll King. Ooh, there's a rare foil. That is a Iron Crag Feat. Assuming I'm not going to get a mythic foil, but, you know, there's a spot for it, just in case. Emery, Lurker of the Lock. So yeah, I just thought it would be fun to, especially with all the good talk there is of this set. I was like, you know what? I'll finally open one. Stormfist Crusader. We got a Squire. Been opening a lot of, I always open a lot of Flesh and Blood. Been opening a fair bit of Magic with the Lord of the Rings and Yorvo. With the Lord of the Rings and Doctor Who. Lorcana. But, you know, I get used to all that stuff. As it's the new stuff coming out, it's the new hotness. Every now and then, you gotta find something old that I haven't actually dug into yet. Mirror Maid, another Doom Foretold. That's a card I've heard of, but at the beginning of each player's upkeep, sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. They discard a card, they lose 2 life, you draw a card, you gain 2... That's fun. Shame it's white and black. That's not really one of my colors, but that's a cool card. Lock drag. Murderous Rider. That dude looks cool. Sir Conrad in foil. More foils than I thought I would see. I guess they didn't even have set boosters. Was this the first set or like the second? I know it was early in the collector booster. Ooh, cool. Fae of Wishes. I know it was early in the collector booster run. If not the very first, it was pretty early in there. But since this just says booster packs, I'm assuming set boosters. Did those not start until Zendikar? Zendikar Rising? There's the regular Iron Crag. That's a timing issue. I don't completely remember. I think Zendikar Rising was the first. First Magic thing I really paid any attention to. Hushbringer. Fascinating. I think I can honestly say that. That sounds right. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't remember. Merchant of the Veil. Ooh, Archon of Absolution, yeah. That's fun. Wishclaw. Oh, that card I know. I had a arena deck that used this. That was fun for the deck I played. That's cool. I do remember that card. Witch's Oven. The Cauldron of Eternity. Another mythic. Costs 2 less to cast for each creature in my graveyard. Whenever a creature I control dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. Pay 2 life. Return target creature from graveyard to battlefield. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Another Shield Breaker. Deathless Knight. That's another cool looking one. Stone Coil Serpent. I don't know that card. The name sounded familiar, but it's not one I have fiddled with before. Keeper of Fables. Ooh, that's a 1 Wicked Wolf. He looks kind of mean. He's too spiky for a wolf. I don't approve. I'm gonna bake that into a pie. Embercleave. So it's got Flash. Cost 1 less to cast for each attacking creature I control. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to a creature. It gets +1/+1, double strike, and trample. That's not bad. I kind of like that. Last pack, y'all. Thank you for humoring me. It may be a trip down at memory lane for y'all, but most of this stuff, another Doom Foretold, a non-foil, and a foil Fairy Guide Mother. It may be a memory lane for y'all, but it's all kind of new for me, so I just wanted to have a little bit of time. Fun, have a little bit of a good time digging through it. That Great Henge, I mean, the Mythics. I did get 6. I forgot about Outlaw's Merriment, I guess. That's a decent... That's 6 Mythics. That's Henge. You get a few of them look good. I know Great Henge, but Embercleave, Cauldron, the Robber just looks cool. I'm not mad about that. This was a lot of fun. I love this art. I'm gonna enjoy digging through it, picking the ones that go for my commander stuff and all of that. But I enjoyed this. I hope you did too. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with me. I really do appreciate it. Bye, y'all.